Orchestral music has been kind of something I've loved since I was really, really little, doing ballet, because I did, ballet classes from the age of 5. And I remember I was with the Brooklyn Dance Company, because I grew up in New York, and the teacher there put me in the front of the queue to go on stage in the Snow Queen, because I was the only child that knew when to come in. I could hear in the orchestral score when was our moment to walk on stage. All the other kids were like, it's now, and I'm like, not yet, not yet. So I think it was just in my head. I had a Walkman. I would listen to soundtracks on my cassette tapes, and I'd listen to everything from Ghostbusters through to, Prince Igor. So I started arranging for school groups, basically, playing piano in the musicals at school. We did Chicago and Little Shop of Horrors, so I was getting kind of a real mix of different genres. And then, went to the Conservatory of Music, and there I could actually finally write something for a real orchestra, which was very exciting at the time. Someone told me recently that I write cinematically, and no matter what I do, whether it's a string quartet or a piano piece, I think that I always try to inject a little bit of an imagination, a storyline, not so much always a storyline, but just some sort of imagery that's in the music, and try to use a lot of color, and therefore gives a lot of drama, a lot of interest in the music. The title of my piece is Uplift, and the reason I wanted to choose that title is because I was thinking about an airplane taking off. It starts off on the tarmac feeling very angsty, it's very dissonant, and then as it chugs down the tarmac, you're sort of feeling this anticipation of when it's going to lift off. Once it lifts off, you feel in the clouds, you're floating, and all that anxiety just peels away. And it's a bit of a metaphor. The word uplift, meaning that, we've felt so much anxiety over the last couple of years, and you have that dissonance in yourself, and you want to try and find times where you can bring yourself out of that and relieve all your tension. Listening to a lot of film music and other big classical works for orchestra has given me some ideas for texture in this piece. There are very many moments of very quiet moments, contrasted with some very big dramatic moments where we use the tutti, the full orchestra, at their best, which is of course something I wanted to do for the Sydney Symphony Orchestra, is to have their big sound. But having that contrast allows you to really feel those moments where it gets huge, because if you stay big the whole time, you won't notice it. So I've got to start small and thin and then really bring out those dramatic moments. When I was asked to take part in the 50 Fanfares project, it was just the call I had been waiting for. I have been working in the industry for a long time in the commercial area, but I've always wanted to write for my orchestra, the Sydney Symphony Orchestra. And for them to have commissioned 50 composers was quite a surprise. I thought that sort of thing wouldn't happen. In our day and age, it sort of never has. And I think it's brought some amazing opportunities for composers who never get that experience. It's very, very difficult to get your piece played by an orchestra. It's few and far between. To open it up for other people, other composers who don't normally get that opportunity, it's just wonderful, and I'm really grateful that they've done this project.